Hey everyone, it's Rolls. Welcome back to the Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. Hey, let's start the actual game. Let's do it on the easiest level. Why not? Liquid easy. Okay, now we're in a weird existentialist nightmare.
Accomplished actor, screenwriter, voice of a generation, citizen of the world.
I never...
Ripped from a comfortable childhood in Canada, thrown into the turbulent...
So these are supposed to be like...
Obey Japan. How did you stay afloat?
commercials in the world of Metal Gear Solid 4, I think. David Hayter interview.
Transferred overseas, and it was a really excellent experience, actually. I was really grateful for it.
Grateful.
Honk! Sorry, in the last part I was looking outside. There was a car that was parked next to mine that had its hood popped. I went out to get some lunch. See, oh look, see, there's the first connection warning. God damn it.
It's the only time you'll see an octopus go fast.
Season following recent discontinuation of the popular proletariat poncho, Australian ambassador Jiro Shu. Alright, next channel, channel 23. Contestants out of the frying pan into the hot seat for contestants. Gorilla Casual, I doubt that. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's what happens when... So, time for reference 5 already to the Steak Bentley video, if not more. Tomokazu Fukushima, let's talk about him. He was basically Kojima's number 2 guy as far as writing goes. He did a lot of the... Okay, cool. Video's done processing. That's great. He did a lot of the codec conversations for 1 through 3, but Steak very, I think appropriately, postulated that maybe he was kind of keeping Kojima's craziness in check, because this is unchecked. These are sorry, I had to sit up there. These are commercial. That's a commercial for PMCs, the private military corporations that are, as they were saying in part 1 that I wasn't really talking about. War has become pretty privatized, where it's not about any ideologies or anything. It's all just become means for profit, which is disturbingly realistic. But so I remember when I first saw these advertisements of the game, it looked so much different. Like I was hoping there was still sneaking and everything, of course, but I remember the ads for these games being like, there's nowhere to hide anymore. And the guards feel like they react differently than the first 3 games in the series. You don't really have a radar. Like the first MGS 1 and 2, and I think this is a technical limitation of the time, but imagine the Soliton radars turned off. Like, it just makes things incredibly difficult. One out there. Anyway, sorry, I'm just looking out my window and like
Has changed.
I'm being very protective of this. So about a month ago, I traded my Jeep in and I got this Ford Fiesta, little hatchback car. And it's been nice. I mean, it was kind of out of necessity, but gas mileage is way better. It's a fun little car. I'd like to pay it off as soon as I can, and maybe look at getting another car at that point. But I'm being very protective of it, I find, because it's like literally right outside my living room window here that I'm looking out. And whenever I see things going on around it, like I said about the other car, was its hood popped and stuff that pulled in next to me when I was out getting lunch. It's just like, I can't help but watch everything. I've become very observant and monitoring everything. I had some weird shit happen to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My Facebook of over a decade was hacked. I feel like I had an information leak. And weird shit has been occurring. I'm not gonna get, for privacy reasons, I'm not gonna get too into it, but just like, information people didn't need to have is out there. It's nothing like earth-shattering or anything, but like, it's just been interesting to get. First, I recommend Aura, the identity protection service, for $15 a month, and it has a VPN. So I got that. My Experian credit monitoring, I turned on the professional mode, so that, and a people finder thing, so that's deleting. That and Aura are both deleting information off. You know those shitty background check sites that are like promoted by Google? Yeah, it's opting me out of being on all of those things, so just kind of cleaning up my digital trail a little bit and being more monitoring of things. Like my rent came out today, and Experian's like, hey, there's a large amount of money taken out of your account. Like, do you recognize this? I was like, yeah, I do. Thanks, app, though. I'm glad they're watching it. Just be careful out there, everyone. That's my advice. But I've been more protective of just me and my things lately, so I'm like always looking out the window now when I have nothing to do. Anyway, hey, it's the game. So we're inserted into the Middle East. No specification beyond that. Well, that was fun. Time for another cutscene. But yeah, this is like the intro segment. It's kind of nice. It kind of drops you right into the action. The other games, previous games did as well. I think one's like the under the water. What the fuck? The dock area. Why? I was thinking underground water connecting area, and I couldn't think of the word dock. The dock area, like before you ride the elevator up in the first game, probably is the most forgiving introduction to mechanics. But I like that each game has a version of this. Like 2 and 3, you just get thrown in right away. I don't know if I would call the Virtuous mission like an introductory mission, because storyline stuff happens. There's another cutscene. So there's a few changes in this game that are cool. You can pick up these weapons of soldiers, and we meet a gun launderer later in the game that you basically get points for. And you can have these weapons unlocked. This is the start of the giant arsenals, like in this, Peace Walker, and 5 especially, of just having options of approaching for different weapons. I think tentative start, what is that? Oh, weather. Sorry, monitoring the Phil's Braves series. Go Phillies. First fucking playoff appearance in 10 years. And they won the their first series too. That's great. I'm conflicted though, because like my grandpa was a Braves fan, so I can't really hate on the Braves. My good friend is a Mets fan, so I try not to hate on them. But, like every other sport I follow, fuck the Washington teams. Not fuck you if you're in Washington. If you're around the Washington, D.C. area and you're chilling, I love you. But fuck the Capitals. Fuck the Nationals. Fuck the Commanders. The Communists. The Washington Commies, as I'm calling them now. I guess it's a better name than the Redskins. I mean... But, anyway, back on topic. Those geckos there, those walking robots, these are a thing. They're fucking difficult. You son of a bitch. Yeah, you can't. No crawl space. You can crawl through here, though. Old snake. Good old snake. But yeah, they give you a little play area here to kind of get configured with everything that you can do. You're supposed to try to get around those gecko, obviously. This is also the start of the game where it's like... I mean, 3 had this a little bit. More so than any other. I mean, none of the games are really forgiving if you just want to rush in with guns blazing. God, those connection issues are annoying. But, like this, definitely 5. Or am I calling it wrong? Should I be calling it Metal Gear Solid V? Because technically that's what it is. But we all just collectively refer to it as 5 because V is 5. In Roman numerals, even though that was never important before. Hey, he's doing the pose. That's the snake pose. Man, David Hayter, I don't know. I'm kind of pissed he wasn't in 5. Or V, or Ground Zeroes, and... God, I couldn't remember the Phantom Pain as the subtitle for 5. Jesus. Subtitle, that's the right word. I was thinking subtitles as in, like, text on screen, but it's a title underneath the main title, so it would be a subtitle. Yeah, these things are sons of bitches. I don't like these robots at all. I do like that their design is, at least their head unit there is very similar to Rex. That's some nice nostalgia. I feel like this game is like running off of gasoline-powered nostalgia too. Like I said in the first part, all these storylines are getting put together and resolutions, but like, I don't know. I don't want to say Kojima hates the fans. I don't think he does. I mean, dude was getting death threats to continue the game, which is not cool. But, like, continue writing the series, I mean. No place for Hideo. Like that. But, I mean, he wanted to be done with the series several times. And now it looks like there are rumors of Konami trying to continue it, whether it be in a movie or another game without him. We all see how fucking good, in quotation marks, Metal Gear Survive was. They put out a fucking zombie survival game in this tactical espionage action series. Even though the espionage has been going downhill since this game. Not that that's a terrible thing. I mean, the games are still super fun. And like I said, you're having like your own personal armory of weapons on Mother Base. And the later titles is kind of fun in its own way to research and discover new weapons and what's good and what's bad, you know. There's the thumbnail. The love theme. Apparently there was some copyright issues with getting other themes, like the classic Metal Gear theme and such, which is kind of annoying. Probably my personal favorite song from the series does make a return. A very glorious return in this game, though. But that's later. Checking for traps. I like that. That's a great directorial. Man, Kojima can direct some cool shit. I don't know if he, like, described how he wanted that animated, but that's amazing. To pick up a gun and just have the credit there. I like that. But we're... Konami. We're off to adventure next time.